So let me just give y'all a rundown of what I did today. So today was my doctor's appointment to get my clearance letter and everything off my checklist done today. So I went to my doctor's appointment at 10 a.m. And now in order for me to get a doctor's appointment before my scheduled surgery, I had to drive an hour away. So I got to my appointment. She went through my checklist. I had already did my blood work. She checked all that off. The only thing I needed redone with my blood was my HCG, which she did there. And it was fine. And I also did a urine test and it was fine as well. Now, I don't know if it's an EKG, ECG, whatever it is. When she was doing it, she had stated that it looked abnormal. So now, of course it's going to be abnormal because now I'm panicking. Now I can't breathe at this point. So, she ran the test 5 different times. We even took my cell phone out the room because she was like, it could cause, waves, and it could be giving off a false negative, whatever. And she said that even after we took the phone out the room, that it was still showing that it may be abnormal. So now I'm sick at this point. I'm sick. Like, what else? So she gives the information to the doctor. The doctor comes in, and he's like, well, everything looks normal to me. Everything looks normal to him. So the EKG is good to go. So I got that done. She also did my COVID test, which is fine, and she is gonna send that over to my coordinator. But I'm gonna take another one because I think you have to do the COVID test like either 2 days prior to you arriving. So I am gonna do another one before I go. But this is the kicker. So the EKG, I thought, once she was saying it looked abnormal, I thought it was over with. So ain't no surgery at this point. But it came to, since I'm getting my breast done, you have to have a ultrasound. And since I am not over 40, there's a lot of radiology places that do not want to do it. They stated that you have to be over 40 or you have to have some type of issues going on to where either, your doctor felt a lump in your breast, or you have some type of drainage or something that was seen on the mammogram that now they need to go and look at it through the ultrasound. So I called where I live at now. They stated that they will not do it in this region. So I'm going to have to travel out of town again just to get the ultrasound done. It's a bilateral breast ultrasound. I called maybe 5 or 6 places. Let me back up some. So at this point, I called. Okay, back up. So when I was getting ready to leave the doctor's office, she gave me an order to get the chest x-ray. Now the chest x-ray is marked on the list that it is supposed to be done. I call my coordinator and I say, well, they say that I'm eligible to get the chest x-ray, but that ultrasound, I have to be 40 or over or have some type, something diagnosed, where they would need to actually do the ultrasound. She tells me that I don't need a chest x-ray. And then says that everything that's on the list doesn't necessarily have to be done. Ma'am, I've been at the doctor's office since 10 a.m. It is now 12 in the afternoon and I'm still getting stuff done on that list. So why is it checked on the sheet? So whatever, I go and get the chest x-ray done. So now I'm calling around trying to figure out, who could do the ultrasound. So I was able to get in touch with a doctor's office that said that they'll do it. Of course, I had to let them know I had insurance, because, you know, they probably wasn't going to touch me then. Like, okay, now you want to get something done before the age of 40 and you ain't got no insurance? But, did have to let them know that I had insurance, and they said they're going to do it. But this is the kicker. So, my appointment, for one, I already got a retest on my blood work on the 25th. Today is the 20th, by the way. The 26th is when I have to go out of town to get the ultrasound. My doctor wants to get everything at one time before he signs the clearance. So I still don't have my clearance at this point, even though I was at my doctor's office for 2 hours, which is fine, because they were very helpful. She was trying to get everything done, in all honesty, but they were giving her the runaround. So I got to get blood work again on the 25th. Cross your fingers that my hemoglobin is where it needs to be. The 26th, I'm supposed to go and get my bilateral breast ultrasound. And then I'm supposed to follow up with my doctor on the 28th. Now, I Googled it to see how long it's going to take for me to get those results back. And it do say 1 to 2 days. So I'm hoping that with me going to the appointment on the 26th, that by the 28th, when I go to follow up with my doctor, that they'll say they have the results. I could get my clearance and get everything sent off to Beyond Beauty. Because if it's not sent off by Friday and they don't receive it by Friday the 28th, I'm guessing that they'll accept it on the 31st, even though my surgery is scheduled for the 1st. But I just don't want to go away to Miami and I'm not cleared. So that's why I would really like everything to be done and sent and looked at by the 28th, so that I can leave on the 30th and be in Miami Monday morning, because I'm going to pre-op as soon as them doors open. I'm not going to be sitting waiting for hours. But that has been the course of my day. I really am exhausted. I got a headache. I want to go to sleep. It was not this hard last time at all when I got my Lipo 360 BBL. To be honest, at this point, the way it was going, if I could not find somebody to do that ultrasound, I was just going to say forget it and just get a round 2 BBL, because I need some hips anyway. So it was just going to be a done deal. But if you're going to get any type of breast surgery done and you're not over the age of 40, I would advise you to start looking for a radiology place that's going to do it 30 days prior to your surgery date. Like, at least start looking and have someone that you know is going to do it. And then at least try to schedule it, you know, maybe 2 or 3 weeks prior to your surgery date. Because like I said, I'm pushing it. I'm getting it done on the 26th, hoping that it'll be done by the results to be in by the 28th, so I could leave for Miami on the 30th. So like, I'm really pushing it. But keep your fingers crossed that everything goes as planned. Like I said, it has just been one thing after another today. But I'm going to try to keep y'all update as I go. I hope none of this was showing my personal information. But yeah, all right.